everything I saw on the news today, everything that is just completely insane to me. Um, I feel like the whole world is living down the rabbit hole, honestly, and I'm hoping to wake up soon. I've said this before, but it just seems like everything's backwards. We are believing that bad is good, good is bad. Everything's totally just upside down. Even our children are being taught things that we don't agree with in school. Um, I personally, I tell my daughter not to believe everything that they tell her, to ask me because I don't want her brainwashed from an early age and end up going to Berkeley and being a Bernie Sanders supporter and tearing up people's private property. So, one thing is Twitter and Facebook. Of course, we all know that they discriminate against conservatives, especially conservatives that speak out for South African farmers. If you do this, you will be hated, you will be attacked viciously. I've dealt with this for a long time, and the people that are doing it, they don't really care. For me, there are not really any consequences. I mean, there's nothing they can do to me. I mean, try to embarrass me, which doesn't work. Um, and they should be embarrassed because they constantly put out false information and try to make people lose their jobs, get kicked out of school. They dox people's families, um, even someone's family's business. I mean, they try to destroy their lives there in South Africa. And these are liberal whites. They're kind of stupid like the liberal um, whites in America who are self-haters, who hate themselves and feel guilty for some stuff they never did, they weren't alive for. Kind of like that, but like 1,000 times worse. Because they're delusional and there's no reasoning with people. They just want to destroy you, and that's it. These people that I'm speaking about that are attacking, I filed a complaint with the FBI on them. That's how I'm just sick of it. And my information being given over in the first place was a crime because it was given to someone in another country for nefarious purposes. So I will be handing all of that with what I have. And that's all I'll say about that. I won't give them another second because they're just idiots and just evil people. So, bye. So, another thing I was going to say is my president has been being, except for on Fox News, criticized all over the media for the 4th of July celebration. I thought this was the best speech that he has ever given, and what he was being attacked for is that there were tanks. So what? JFK had tanks at his inauguration. You don't hear anyone talking about that. It's just double standards. I find it quite hilarious that, Joe Biden, who was best friends with Barack Obama, that he's now on social media being called a racist because of the debate the other night. And I don't remember exactly what he said, but people have been labeling him a racist, which is quite funny to me because he likes to label other people a racist if they don't agree with these democratic policies. So the fact that this is backfiring on him is hilarity. Um, the thing is the world is getting sick and tired of being called a racist, a homophobe, whatever you can think of a phobe. And people aren't buying it anymore. Me personally, I don't give a shit what you call me. I'm going to speak the truth, whether you like it or not. And you can call me whatever you want to. But the truth is still going to be the truth. So, for anybody any conservatives that are worried about being called a racist or whatever, you have to not let them get away with that. This is the problem. We have let them get away with playing the victim for so long that they have become masters. And when I say they, I'm pretty much speaking of the Democratic Party in America, but also in other countries. The conservative population always wants to be polite. They don't want to offend anyone. They want to play by the rules. And these people don't play by rules. They lie, cheat, steal, whatever they have to do to accomplish their goals, And we as conservatives have to start fighting back. If someone calls you a racist without actual evidence of racism, you have to fight back. You don't just not say anything, you tell them, no, you are the racist, you're a race baiter, and you're an asshole. I mean, we can't take it anymore. If we don't stand up now, there's not going to be another time. We have to stand up now and stop letting the perpetrators play the victim. We've done it for far too long, and they've become far too good at it. So I would urge any conservative, it doesn't matter what country you're in, when they start doing that to you, don't take it, Don't just say, okay, yeah. No, say, no, I'm not, and you're an asshole for saying that. You don't have a valid argument, you don't have a point to make, and since I don't agree with you, you want to label me a racist or whatever you want to label me. Call me whatever you want. I'm still going to tell the truth. So, President Trump, when he did this 4th of July speech, the mainstream media, for the most part, which, he gets 98% negative news coverage. The only place you can really hear anything positive on the mainstream media is Fox News, and they're going to hell in a handbasket fast as well. There's only a couple of shows that I still watch. Anyway, they compared him to Kim Jong-un, for having these tanks. I found this to be hilarious and completely reaching. It's like they're just more concerned with insulting the president, and just, it really is some type of derangement, because they do these things to their own detriment. Even when he does something amazing, like meeting with Kim Jong-un, going into North Korea to meet him, they downplay this as if it was no big deal. This was history. This will go down in history. So they just completely discredit themselves at every turn, and I just needed to speak about this today because I needed to get it out, because I feel like I'm living in the Twilight Zone. Like, who the hell are these people? Where did they come from? When is the alien spaceship arriving to pick them up? Someone wake me up when that happens, because I want to sleep through everything else. Another thing I wanted to mention was the president considering the citizenship question for the census. So I've said this on Twitter. What the Democrats are doing, and I'm sure there are others who have realized this, is According to the Constitution, the census counts every person in the state. It doesn't matter if they are legal or illegal. Um, so the amount of electoral votes that a state gets, and this is for someone that doesn't live in America, doesn't understand, the amount of electoral votes a state gets depends on how many people the census says are in that state. So, what the Democrats have been doing is they want these illegals to flood in because they want to gain electoral votes for California and Texas. They're hoping to flip Texas blue, which I am a Texan. Texas has never been blue, and I would die if this were to happen, because this is not the salt of the earth Texas native Texans doing this. I promise you I am speaking for them when I tell you that the people born here, raised in rural areas, farmers, just ranchers, just everyday people, they do not support these crazy, insane democratic policies. They support small government, state rights, lower taxes, um, traditional families, everything a conservative, they're pro-life, everything a conservative is, everything that I am. And those things are really not controversial, yet conservatives are being villainized by, this is irony for you. We are called the KKK by the party that actually was the KKK. No kidding. This is insane. It has come to this level. I mean, that's irony for you. On top of that, um, we are made to be evil by people who are holding up signs that they are proud to have killed a baby, or they're sad that they're not pregnant so they can go kill their baby. So being pro-life has become evil. Being Christian has become evil. Being decent has become evil. Insulting people, except conservative women, that's okay. As long as you're not insulting a crazy liberal, everything you can think of in the world, um, no gender, no nothing. If we dare say anything about them, men or women, they try to destroy our lives. Yet Democrats continuously attack viciously Dana Lash, Sarah Sanders, Sarah Palin. I mean, and no one says anything. I mean, they need to start paying the same consequences that we do. I'm sick and tired of watching this and just accept people accepting it. It's not okay. We have to start hitting them back just as hard. When they call for someone to be removed from office for something that didn't happen or is completely made up, that's what we should be doing to them, on things that are true, like Cory Booker with his ex-girlfriend and all the pictures of her bruised up and beat up. He still has a job. If that was a Republican, oh my God, his life would be destroyed. Anyway, I just wanted to speak out on those things that were bothering me today, and I haven't been speaking out very much, so I just thought I would share my thoughts with everyone, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day and a good night. It's past my bedtime. I will talk to you soon. I will be doing another interview with Johan. And hopefully I fixed the audio issues. Sorry about that. But talk to everyone soon, and good night.